Greetings and salutations. Welcome to the new and improved conversational podcast. Whether you're joining us for the first time or you're a returning listener, we're thrilled to have you on board for another exciting adventure. Welcome to another special episode of Weebs Lounge, a show where we talk anime, manga, gaming, movies, and weeb culture through honest conversation, debates, and chaotic energy. This week, Trevor and Watkins have ascended into the joys of pure chaotic energy thanks to the series finale of The Boys, a season heavily carried by amazing acting, hampered by poor story writing, and dialogue that would make Vizzy-Pop put soap in your mouths. The two bosom buddies will talk about it all and give their unfiltered, unscripted, and underappreciated thoughts and concerns about the show as a whole. Now, share this episode, bring your friends, and let's make this episode unforgettable. All powered by AniMa W3 Studio. Catch a new episode every week on your YouTube feeds and your audio feed wherever you listen, with time codes in the description. Strap in, ladies and gentlemen. We're in for a thrill. How's it going, everybody? It is I, your reigning, defending, undisputed, universal heavyweight champion of the world. That's right, it is Watkins here. I'm your guide. I'm your main podcast host this week because, hey, Vash decided that The Rock was too busy. He needed to help him out and maybe pull a Homelander with The Rock. I don't know. Vash, you're supposed to be busy with Project Cougar. I am expecting a full report by the end of next week for what your findings were, but we're not here to talk about Vash going on his cougar hunt for me. No, we're here to talk about a very special series to a lot of special people out there, and why not talk about this special series with a very special friend of my own? That's right, ladies and gentlemen, he is somebody that used to be a tiger, but due to unfortunate circumstances was hunted down, thwarted, and destroyed, and now lives up in the clouds.
I killed him, yeah.
In his very own lumpy castle. Ladies and gentlemen, Cloudy Crescent, also known as Trevor around these parts. How you doing tonight?
Hate you. How dare you? you think I wouldn't notice that Adventure Time little reference?
But you don't hate these lumps.
I do, though. Hello, everyone. It's me, Cloudy Crescent, your favorite giver of all things that are opinions. Probably not. But if you thought that things were spicy before, it's going to get extra spicy tonight. Oh boy, do we have a fun episode. I just realized this is the second episode where it's just a duet. Last time it was me and Vash about Devil Wears Prada 2, and man, that was just, what was it, Vash? Like a good solid hour of us just going like, man, this movie is great. It was really good. I really like that movie. And now next week, or not even next week, for me this is like just a couple of days, it's you and me, just like the old days where we would go over CBR articles.
Oh god, which do I like more, the CBR articles or talking about The Boys season finale or series finale?
To be fair,
god
to be fair, even though we dealt with a lot of CBR crap, there was that one guiding voice, that one writer, only one, who had the courage to actually talk about stuff he liked. I forget his name, but there was one good CBR writer, whereas The Boys, no.
Wait, there was a writer? For The Boys? What? Nani?
Well, you may not be able to figure that out because, unfortunately, the writers, much like the concept of dialogue, will be later buried after the special.
Yeah. So if you didn't already know from the intro, from the title of the episode to even the thumbnail of the episode, we're talking about The Boys, and not only just like season 5. We're going to be talking about, basically the series as a whole. We might mention the comics a little bit because, Trevor, I think you have a little bit of knowledge when it comes to the comics of The Boys, at least more than I do, and more than what was being spread around this whole week regarding the finale and all that. So, yeah, we're going to just dive right into it. as I write down a nice little time code since Vash will be editing this. Good luck, Vash, because it's already off to a very fun start. So, sorry, I just saw your note for this first little talking point. So, okay, let's just start with our initial thoughts of the season, because I feel like our thoughts about the whole series are going to come throughout the whole episode here. So, Trevor, why don't you start? What are your initial thoughts on the final season of The Boys? Why does it make you just feel like death?
Yeah, I just want to reference the fact, because I can't pull it up, as recording this, I can't just pull up the document this time. You put on, what are your initial thoughts? I literally just put the word death.
Yep.
That's all I could put down. Going into the season, I really didn't know what to expect. Yeah, I mean, I've said it to you many times, and for context to our lovely listeners, I gave up in season 2. There was a lot wrong in that season. But I kept coming back for seasons 3 and 4, mostly because of my friend group, particularly you, Walkins. One of our mutual friends, T, she would watch the series in Discord calls, and I would always try to hop in there, and just because I like hanging out with them. And that was kind of it. It's like, I went into the show, seasons 3 and 4, it's like, all right, it's like watching a CW show. It's like, what new crazy, wacky adventures will happen this week? What's gonna happen? And then, much like a CW series, when we get to the final season, it's like I'm watching an old man in a hospital slowly flatline. With each passing second, I look at it and it's like, man, what a legacy you've left behind. And then I look over next to the old man's bed, and it's just a journal with war crimes on the front of it. It's like, oh, this was your legacy. I really did not like this season. I have particular disdain towards, and we are going to... I'm trying to be general as possible, but yeah, I hate this season. It has... I haven't seen this before, not since Game of Thrones, where it's just like a unified level of hatred from pretty much like 90% of whatever fan base was left behind by this show.
Yeah. I mean, because that's the thing, there were still a lot of loyalists when it came to the boys, which, you see that in a lot of fandom. I'm sure there were still, because I wasn't a Game of Thrones person, especially when it was coming out, but there were still a lot of people online that were just so gung-ho about the boys. Oh, this is peak fiction. And you kind of see that a lot anymore, where it's just like, okay, you're glazing the show. I understand you like it. Can we acknowledge that there's some issues at least? Are you at least going to acknowledge it? No, there's no issues. It's perfect. It's just like, well, I don't know about that. I don't know about that, Chief.
It always comes down to that thing. It's like, if you liked it, awesome. I'm happy that you could find something you enjoyed. But we cannot be sitting down on this bench of unity and say, man, was it well written though? It's like, no, not with all the plot holes, all the contrivances. Cool, you like it, but we cannot call it good. You won't, like, for example, just to throw it out there, I love Batman and Robin. I love that movie. But it is really dumb. It's supremely dumb.
What, dude, one of my favorite movies, and I will say of all time, it's a movie called Step Brothers, starring John C. Reilly and Will Ferrell. Is it a good movie? No. A lot of people will look at it and be like, this is just junior high comedy and all that. I don't give a shit. It's fucking fun. And that's what I go into something for, is something fun and all that. And I guess this kind of goes into my little my initial thoughts on this season as well. because unlike Trevor, I did like the boys. I liked up to it was like a part of season 4 where I started kind of getting not disinterested, but I started getting a little detached from the series, and I was like, all right, because that's the thing. I'll let a lot of things slide if I'm at least having fun with the product. Because again, like you can like anything you like, and you can like it in many different ways. For example, one of a great movie that me and Trevor like that you guys have heard us talk about on the channel is Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey.
That beautiful
Is it a good
mess.
movie? Is it a good movie? Debatable, but if we're being honest, no, it's not. However, we love it. I love that movie. Hell, I love number 2 because it's mainly because of the ending. Like, it's mainly just like the last like 15 minutes of that movie that I just love.
Man,
like
it's one of those movies where it's like I never get tired of showing new people what it's like, because I was there with my lovely waifu. I watched it with her. That was number 1. Number 2 was with you. Number 3 was with our mutual friend Eden. And then
number 4 will be with Vash.
Oh no, I already did number 4.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Wait, who was number 4?
It was just another friend of mine that was like, "What is this?" And it's like, "Oh, right. Do I have things to show you?" And yeah, number 5 will definitely be with Vash. If we could somehow record that as well, I want to absorb his pain.
That and Screamboat. That and Screamboat. I need him and
God.
Neko. Him and Neko, we need to get both of them on with Screamboat.
Neko especially. I kind of want to take.
Oh yeah.
I kind of want. Yeah. Dude, I want to take them on the journey. This could be foreshadowing. We can have this be foreshadowing. Yeah. I want to take them on the journey of watch Blood and Honey 1, suffer through Blood and Honey 2 until you get to the last 15 minutes for you, and then you have to then watch Neverland Nightmare, and then you tell me...
Which is actually a good movie.
Yeah, how was that good? I want a video essay on my desk the following day. It's like, how was that movie surprisingly good? And then watch Screamboat with both of us. which will not be intrusive, because it's going to be watching that movie with a laugh track. That's us. That is our role.
Yeah, there might be a couple pauses because... of laughter.
The forklift. If you know, you know. That's you throughout this whole season. This whole season of The Boys is just Trevor going like this with a button, be like, no, end it already, die.
But like back to my initial thoughts on the season. So like again, there's the preface that around season 4 I was kind of starting to be like, okay, what are we doing here? Because like there was the initial change there, and refresh my memory, because the end of season 3, I haven't gone back to watch a lot of things, but the end of season 3, like the big cliffhanger was when Homelander killed that person in front of that crowd. And everybody started cheering him, right?
Yes.
And then, like, season 4... Yeah, because season 4 led to him, like, wanting to get more power and all that. Like, because I was thinking about this, too, and we'll talk more about it when we talk about, like, the characters and all that. But, like, I feel like that initial change, and then going into season 4, and what we ended up getting in season 5, they changed Homelander's character a lot. Like... especially mainly with his dialogue, but especially with how he carried himself. Because like one scene that was going on, no, I'm gonna save that to talk for later when we talk about Homelander. So with season 5, I'm sitting there watching this. I'm like, okay, first 2 episodes, fine. We're setting the placemat. We're getting everything ready. Cool, great, awesome. Then it kept going, and I'm just sitting here like, okay. Not to be somebody in a rush or anything, because I'm a One Piece fan. I know how to wait for things. So I'm just like, okay. Can we speed along the process here? Can we move forward a little bit? Oh, we're gonna do like one of those episodes where we like look at all these different side characters, like the Seven. We're just gonna do like little bits and pieces of the Seven and Terror. Okay, that seems like maybe a season 4 episode, or if you were gonna have another season after this. Okay, all right.
Excuse me, sir. You have 2 episodes left.
Yeah. Excuse me. We have we need to keep going, because how are you guys gonna beat Homelander? He's almost immortal. Okay, but we gotta tie up some other loose ends, and then when we have our finale, we're just gonna blow through all these fights like they're nothing. Like, don't get me wrong, there's a bit of catharsis when it comes to people like the Deep and Homelander, but we could have spent a lot more time kind of building that up a little bit, especially, again, we'll get to Homelander, but especially with Homelander, when you have him be like, scorched earth, I will destroy everything. Go ahead, release the video, see what happens when people stop believing in me. Because hey, guess what? A line he said, I think it was in season 3, from the clip that was going around. I can run with people fearing me.
It's like he underestimated people's stupidity in that show.
Yeah, like, I don't know. We'll get more into it as we progress along. But like, yeah, my initial thoughts is just like, this was such a messy season. There is a part of me that does still like the final episode because of some catharsis I actually kind of felt with certain moments. Because again, like, I could see the ideas that they were trying to get with. However, and again, like, okay, for all you Pee Wee Herman fans out there, the word of the day is however. So every time I say the word however, I need to see a like, I need to see a comment, I need to see a new subscription, because it's going to happen a lot. Because they had some good ideas. However, the execution in the writing did not match the idea that they had. And again, praise to the actors for pulling off what they could. Anthony Starr, bravo, dude. Like, all around bravo for your performances. I'll even throw in what's his name? Billy Butcher.
Carl Urban.
Yeah, Carl Urban. I'll throw you in there too, because you were damn good. Freaking why am I blanking on names now that we're recording?
Jason Momoa.
Not Jason Momoa. No. Freaking Jack Quaid. Jack Quaid was really good in this. Aaron Moriarty, you were good at, like, everybody around the board. Your boy Daveed Diggs, even though he made some stupid choices.
Oh, Daveed, my poor Daveed.
You know, Soups. We'll just shoot him. It's fine. It's cool.
Oh my god, we'll get to that scene. We're gonna get there.
Oh, we will get to it indeed. But let's first start off though, because again, like I said earlier, you have a little bit more knowledge when it comes to like the source material, at least more than I do. So with The Boys, and this is just in general, how does this really compare to the comic? Do you personally, and of course chat, comments, feel free to let us know too how you felt if you read the comic. Do you feel like this was better? Do you think it was overall worse? Somewhere in between? Because like the few panels I saw and like some of the things I knew about, like, for example, Black Noir being the clone of Homelander and him actually being the one to do all the fucked up things that Homelander did. Interesting twist. I'm not sure how it really like played out, but I did see like some of the panels that people were throwing around, like, oh, after him and Homelander's fight, that's when like Billy Butcher killed Noir after Homelander was dead and all this. So like, I don't know how it fully played out. So Trevor, I'm gonna mainly be leaning on you with this. How does this compare to the comic?
So the nice thing about the comic is that it is also pretty bad.
Yep.
Where it is like, if you put that on, you're kind of expected to put like Linkin Park AMVs or just really edgy music in the background, because that is the atmosphere that the comics tried to go for. Much like the dialogue in the show, there's like a swear word every other bubble and all that. But I will always hate the show for doing that because they don't do it well at all, and neither did the comic. If you can't, we're gonna get to the swearing one of these days. Don't worry. But the comic version, the death of Homelander is like, I can't remember the exact issue number, but it is like 6 to 8 issues away from like the actual ending of the entire story.
I almost thought he was gonna go 6-7 there. I'm like,
never
murder you. I was gonna murder you. I was gonna take a crowbar to your forehead,
dude. It's like there are ideas that are unfortunately wasted or never made it to the light of day. I'm sure the panels are going to be circulating. And you may have seen some panels recreated in the posters, such as Billy Butcher walking alone, crowbar in hand, to the White House as, like, 100 supes are hovering over the building. Yeah, that doesn't happen. Happens in the comic.
It happened in a poster. Oh,
yeah, so all that is completely canon. But, dude, I want to give you the imagery of this final battle. This is Billy Butcher, still... just hi Sydney. Still just regular old human. There is an army of just the United States Army. They are behind him. He's marching into the White House because no one wants Homelander in charge. He's guarded by 100 supes. What does the army do? They unleash the Air Force. And they start bombing the ever-loving crap out of the supers. You get to see them blow up organs and guts and all.
Ooh.
So that battle is kind of happening up there, and then you go inside where Billy is like, "All right, Homelander, I'm gonna kill you." And then Black Noir shows up and is like, "It was me the whole time.
It was me, Billy.
It was me."
Hi.
And kind of what tips Homelander over the edge is the fact that a bunch of pictures were released of him. Doing the Hitler salute, eating a baby, that kind of stuff. Yes, that kind of stuff. Yes.
Wait. So Black Noir actually ate a baby?
Yes.
I might have to read the comic. That's funny as shit.
Dude, it's front and center too. If I remember right, it was front and center. Surrounded
That's so funny.
Surrounded by a bunch of other it's kind of like the first draft's how can I make my character hateable, and you already start swinging with character eats baby. It's gonna be all right, Nazi salute, killing people. Here's a sex photo of Queen Maeve, blackmail, that kind of stuff. It's okay. And then you have pretty much Black Noir revealing, "It was me, Homelander, I did it." And then Homelander's like, "You ruined everything." And then, much like the Black Cat anime, you are expecting this final epic battle where...
I forgot that was a thing.
Indeed. That's how forgettable this all is in the grand scheme. Homelander lunges at Black Noir. Black Noir punches Homelander's jaw off in a blink and you'll miss it panel. And then it cuts away. And then the next time you see anything, it's just Black Noir walking out of the White House bloody, carrying the discarded parts of Homelander. They killed him off screen.
Oh.
And then the army just fires all their missiles, all their ammo at Black Noir, and he just goes down. And then Billy Butcher, crowbar in hand, sticks the crowbar in one of the eye sockets and just pulls up, kind of like you see in the show a little. So there you had that. And then, for the final, 5 issues, I understand that the show maybe didn't want to do this. I understand that, but I do kind of like the idea, because Billy Butcher, at this point in the comics, and it was pretty much well established, he is swallowed by vengeance. This is Kratos. This is God of War 3 Kratos, where he doesn't care if you die. He doesn't care who dies, innocent or otherwise. He's going to kill you. He doesn't care. And you will see this because in every single episode up until the end, Mother's Milk murdered, hand grenade shoved up his throat, dead by Billy Butcher. Mother Milk is dead. Frenchie and Kimiko blown up by Billy Butcher. Just mad crusade. And the only one that stops him is Huey. Granted, Huey kind of screwed up trying to fight Billy, but what did you expect? But, you know, he showed his resilience, and that made Billy Butcher like, you still got soul, you got some spirit. and then you know, he does the Yoda death sound from Lego. He goes, ah! Dies. And then you pretty much have people. If I remember, wait, hold on, because I remember Huey and Starlight broke up, but I think they got back together. I think it's been a bit.
Well, that happens in the show.
Yeah, but that's pretty much it. Where it's like you have a character so drowned by vengeance, and the one time you see emotion from him before the end was. And we're gonna talk about that deleted scene. Is when you have a comic.
Oh yeah. Oh, I'm glad you know about it.
Yeah,
because I bookmarked it earlier.
In the comics, right after killing Black Noir, not Homelander, Billy looks up in the sky, tears in his eyes for like the first time, and he's like, "Becca, I am so sorry I did this in your name. You would have hated what I did." That's it. And then he's like, it's time to finish, you know, Operation Scorched Earth comic version. Goes after his own crew. Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like, again, the boys comic, it is kind of epic, but it's not that good. There's plenty of stereotypes, plenty of writing issues everywhere, but
yeah, because you described like as mainly Billy's thing. Like I don't think I really like what they did with like the Black Noir part. I mean, off-screening Homelander, and plus, how stupid do you have to be for Homelander to be? I mean, I'm sure there's other nuances or maybe lack thereof of why Homelander thought he did what he did and ended up going.
There's like a slight explanation, crazy. But I do not remember it off the top of my head.
But
sorry.
Like, even then, like, I'm just sitting here like, okay. How did you get gaslit like that? By somebody.
I'm pretty sure there is an explanation, but I do not remember it.
Well, see, and the fact that you of all people don't remember it is,
it's like, I'm pretty sure
evidence enough. Yeah, is evidence enough of it just not being a good explanation.
I just remember it was like Homelander woke up, throw it up next to a toilet, and he's like, "Oh God, what did I do?" So it's like he got drunk. I cannot remember, but
maybe they drugged him or something. I don't know.
Perhaps,
but I will say, I think I prefer the show's version of the Billy part a little more than the comics, because at least.
Oh yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
I was gonna say at least the show version is a little more nuanced and a little bit more of, okay, he literally doesn't have anything, and he kind of doesn't fit in with normal society anymore. So it's like, what does he do? Well, we'll find out later on when we talk about good old Billy Butcher. Okay, so yeah, so you're saying it's more of just like one of those in-between kind of things where just like, if you like the edginess, go read the comic. But if you like whatever the show was, hey, there you go. There's the show for you.
It's like the big advantage that the comic has is that it's like it kind of nails Billy, like premise wise. It nails what Billy is and his crazy crusade arc and where it ultimately takes him. That's one element I did like, and they did try it in the show, but I do prefer like the comic version because you get to see the consequences of that, where it's like, oh yes, my team, time to genocide part 2.
Yeah, because like you don't really get. I mean, you got that in what was it? It was season 4, I think it was, right? Where like he was kind of a little bit more great. Yeah, because that's when he was like kind of hallucinating the one agent that
Oh
he was
yes,
working with and all that, and that was kind of the crazy butcher and everything.
yeah,
And I think I remember you talking about that when season 4 was airing. That like this is kind of how Butchie was in the comics, but
yeah. He
again,
didn't
we're
care.
gonna have to. Yeah, he just didn't give a shit, But like at least with Show Butcher, which again is something I really like, is like there was still some sort of humanity in there left, and Show Huey saw that throughout, and it wasn't until which rightfully so when Terror dies, which we'll get into. Don't worry, folks. We're getting into these characters in just a minute, but it wasn't until that where it's just like, okay, yeah, nah, he's just done with the world, and that's relatable. I understand that, right, Sydney? Good girl, awesome. But yeah, we're dancing around it enough, I think. Let's go ahead. Let's dive in, Trevor. Let's take our little deep dive because it's not just the season that ended; it's the whole series, at least the mainline series. Because hey, we're supposedly getting The Boys Mexico and Vought Rising. No more Gen V though. If you like those characters, well, do we have a surprise for you in the miscellaneous section of these character arcs we're about to talk about?
Oh my god, this episode. Oh god. Oh.
Oh man, but hey,
No.
since this is a series finale, and this is kind of how I wanted to structure this, I think we should just talk about the characters, their arcs through the series, how their writing changed from season to season.
Good lord. It's just going to be like, I'm just at this point, it's like, oh, let's get to Kimiko, and I just put a picture of Kimiko over a pile of ashes, and it's like, well, you existed.
And don't forget the Pornhub logo too, and TikTok.
No.
That's how she learned to talk. But we're not going to talk about Kimiko first. No sirree, Bob. We're going to talk about the big man. We're starting off strong. We're starting off with a nuke. We're starting off with one of the big boys. In fact, the first few are the big boys. We're going to start with Homelander.
Oh, boy.
Oh boy. The evil Superman, if you will, turned into a little... How did Frieza put it again on Planet Namek?
Like
a bitch.
Bitch.
Oh man, dude, Homelander. I mentioned this earlier. It was the switch from season 3 to 4 when, because like, at least the way I interpreted it with like the first 3 seasons is he still tried to be the good guy, because that's how he was raised. Hey, I'm Superman. I need to be the hero for everybody. I need to be the Vision, the revolution. I need to be the person that everybody looks up to because, hey, I'm Mr. Popular. Everybody loves me. And I love my mommy's milk. Wait, what did I say there? Anyways, that's besides the point. So throughout most of that, we had the plane bit where he killed a bunch of people, and it was always like a PR nightmare with him, where it's just like, we need to be a certain way. And you could tell that was really starting to bother him because he wasn't able to just kind of let loose a little bit. It's a lot like when you're at work and you're just sitting there just working all day wondering, man, I really just want to just talk like this or act like this, but you can't because, hey, you're at work. You have to act and talk a certain way, and you just have to keep holding yourself back. That was Homelander for like a good portion of the show. And so, like, you could feel his anger. You could feel all of that building up to the point where, we mentioned that scene earlier with Starlight saying, I could just release the video. I could just release, Flight 47 video. Like, and, see what happens there. And Homelander's speech right there is just like, all right, yeah. All right, fine, do it. Like, he calls her bluff. Like, okay, fine. But guess what's going to happen? I'm going to destroy everything. I'm going to destroy the White House, the Pentagon. I'm going to knock down all the cell towers, the internet towers. Nobody's going to be able to do anything. And guess what? Then I'm going to destroy all the cities. I'm going to kill everybody. They're all going to die, be 6 feet under. So go ahead. Try me, bitch. And she doesn't. Again, he called her bluff. But then he does the thing. He actually snaps. Like, he doesn't go scorched earth like a lot of people wanted him to, which he really should have. No, he kills a couple people at a rally. And yes, I'm saying rally for obvious reasons, because obvious reasons are obvious. But he kills somebody. He gets cheered for it. And, like, again, the meme of him being like,
all right.
Oh, people love me. They love me for me. And that was the switch for me with Homelander's character. Because, like, now you go from this guy who, like, could really destroy everybody to now we're focusing on his need for love and admiration, which is fine. However, again, there's that word. There's that word. However, it's not, at least for me, it's not written in a way where it feels natural. You know, because, like, if we had that moment, because, like, he starts kind of getting into that in this final episode, like, during his little State of the Union address or whatever, where, you know, he sees a teleprompter and it's just, like, father and son, like, right on the teleprompter, and he goes off script. He's just like, yeah, if y'all don't love me, I'm going to kill all of you, which already goes back on one thing he said in the past, being like, yeah, I will rule by fear if I need to. Okay, I guess I just, you know, that was a lie. That was a straight up lie. Okay, cool, neat. But, like, he goes from that, and it's just like, me personally, I wish we could have seen that from him and seen more of people being afraid of him and, like, him, like, actually showing more of his dominance rather than just him walking into a room being like, No, just go to a fucking city. Go to Chicago. Kill all them. You know, and yeah, there's a reason I said Chicago, because of another superhero show. So it's like, we could have gotten that. And I'm not going to lie. If he had done a little bit more of that, at least in this final season, I feel like the final scene with him when he loses his powers, I feel like that would have hit a lot harder, because, like, you could have still done the story of him wanting that admiration, because, like, that's him lashing out right there. Like, okay, you're not going to fully believe in me? All right, great. I'll just kill you and all that. Like, you could still tell that story of him wanting that love and admiration still deep down. It's just like, because Homelander's biggest issue is he's a giant child, and nobody's able to really reprimand him because nobody can. The only person who can is now frozen in a tube, which, you know, we'll talk about him later on too. But, like, that's been my biggest issue thinking back with Homelanders. It's like, because I do really like that scene when he loses his powers. Like, it's stupid as shit. And I am somebody that loves my stupid shit. But, man, seeing somebody who had all that power, just all that he had, and be on top of the world, to see him crumble in an instant when he doesn't have it, and kind of proving a lot of people right that were saying, oh yeah, without your powers, you're nothing. Like, proving that stance right. But again, if we had, at least for me, if we had gotten a little bit more of the temper tantrum part of it, with him going, like, dude, season 4, the episode where he's in the lab with all those people, more of that. If we had more scenes like that, I can almost guarantee you that cracking scene of him being like, oh, I'll suck your dick, I'll eat your shit, which the memes from that.
Yes, you can have that one. Scene, you can eat that up.
Scene, the memes alone from that. Oh, Goku, I'll suck your dick.
Oh my god.
Oh, just Trevor, I got a new one. I'm going to make for it.
What?
Thank you, younger Tagoro.
I hate you. I hate you.
But
I know what you're about to do. I know the frame of what you're going to use.
here's your hint. But anyways, that's just me. That's just I needed to get that out because it's just like, man, there was something there. There was something there that you really could have done something cool with, and then you just kind of wasted time. You wasted time. We had a whole minute of a dog and a cat hero sniffing their ass.
But no deleted scene of Billy Butcher talking to Becca's grave.
No, not at all. So, and that's just my thing with Homelander. It's just like, it really could have been better. Like, you had the tools to use it. You had one of the best actors in your fucking show playing that character. And, again, kudos to Anthony Starr for his performance as Homelander. All around round of applause for him. But man, if he had some better writers, we could be looking at the next top villain, which I know a lot of people are already, recency bias, being like, oh my god, Homelander's gonna go down as one of the best villains of all time. No, he's not.
Lol.
No, he's not. Fuck Darth Vader's right there. Anyways, my dick. But Trevor, I've yapped enough. How do you feel about Homelander? His arc through everything? Am I just batshit stupid? No. Am I part of the masses? Or do I have to just eat shit?
Season 5 Homelander is like...
Specifically.
He is such a Flanderized version of himself that, Season 5 Homelander is one of the supers that Homelander from Season 1 would look at and cringe, if you remember that meme shot of him just turning his head sideways and going, ugh. It's like, that would be it.
Yeah.
The journey of Homelander is interesting, to say the least, where it is, piggybacking off what you said, it's like, this is a guy that seeks respect from everyone, and I mean everyone. It is why he does not kill people like Stan Edgar, because he wants their approval, their respect. It's that idea of if I can topple you, if I can make you respect me, then I know I'll have it. I know that I did good. That kind of stuff. The interesting part with Homelander was that he didn't need to prove himself a god in Season 5. He was already one. The whole point of Homelander is the same concept that Injustice tackled. What if you took a character that is meant to be like a god, except where Clark Kent is a good person, Homelander is evil. That was the whole point. And what made him interesting to watch was him knowing I have to toe the good line for publicity, but man, do I just want to cut loose. It's like that Superman line against Darkseid in Justice League Unlimited. I feel like I live in a world made of cardboard. But you could take it. Now, and I want to cut loose. I'm going to do it. But he doesn't get to, because he knows the consequences. He's built up a kind of pseudo persona for all these years. For multiple decades, he has held that. He just wants to let it all out. But man, there is a difference between letting it all out, doing the scorched earth scene from Billy. It's and then what you said with Starlight, it's I don't care if they fear me. Bring it on. Yeah. There's a difference between that version and the Homelander we got in Season 5. Stark difference, where this Homelander is a bitch. He is a cartoon bitch. It is hilarious how Season 5 Homelander is I am a god, you dull creature, and I would not be bullied. Yeah. And you're just waiting for his comeuppance. He is a cartoon. He's a very cheap device, so you're just waiting to get the shit kicked out of him. Whereas in the past seasons, it's like, man, I can't wait to see him get outsmarted and make him reflect on his, past choices. And then this season, it's like, I'll never be defeated. I'm God. None can topple me. And then you have like 2 minutes of catharsis. Oh, I'm sorry, not even 2 minutes, 1 minute. It's like, oh, he lost his powers. Oh my god, is he gonna reflect? He's like, no, I'll suck your dick. And can I reveal the viewing process that I had with you to the audience? Can I please?
Please do.
I was live, not tweeting, but I was live messaging walk-ins during the whole episode. Because I just wanted to mention the first words I said, and it was when we got to Frenchie's last will and testament. The first words were...
Oh, God.
Were they?
Oh.
Don't worry, I got you. It was, and I quote, I hate it already.
Yep. Yeah.
And this will lead back to Homelander. This will, I promise.
Oh, it does. It does. Yeah.
Because it's like, whoever wrote this forgot, or they don't know how to write. It is the same stupid sex joke, the same stupid dirty joke. It is that. It is, again, it tried doing what the comic did, where it's like, oh, here's a panel of Mother's Milk going, you fucking cunt, fuck you, blah, blah, blah. That's almost a literal quote, by the way, multiple times, just saying. I'm not exaggerating.
Yeah.
And it's like, I'm gonna do that in the show, and it's like, are we sure? Because it was really cringe in the comic. You really want to do this now? You're gonna be viewed as childish. It's like, yeah, but we're a mature show, so let's talk about sex and blowjobs and dicks and old sex and everything, and make sure we put in every swear word known to man in every other sentence, so that people know that this is an M-rated show on Amazon Prime. Let them know we're in that good stuff. Invincible, what is that? Who cares? They don't swear enough. We do. We're the big boys. We wear the big britches. And so you have that moment where it's like, this is Homelander's leave. This is his swan song. This is it. This was the chance to elevate past the comic book, make it on screen. That's what we've been waiting for the whole time. It's like, show Homelander die on screen. We dare you. And what do? Homelander's final plea, his last thing, not some, Season 1 Homelander, if he was to face his death, he would argue, and it would be kind of like Eisen, where it's like, I deserved it. I deserved it all.
Keisuke, I'll suck your dick.
No! It's like, no, I will never subjugate.
One of the Soul Society.
I will never be subjugated. I will always fight. This isn't right. This is against the natural order. I am the natural order. Bah, Spider-Man. Bah! And then it's like, you could have had something like that. Just an ounce of nuance. No, his swan song is, I will suck your dick and I will eat your shit. Please, don't kill me. And it's like, that's it. Yeah. Another dirty swear, another thing, another stupid sex joke. Because, man, if it didn't work the past 3 gazillion times, maybe this will be the breaking point. But yeah, it's like, what a cartoonish way for Homelander to exit. And you know what? Since we're on Homelander, since we are going to talk about him, let's talk about how much of a moron he was in that final episode, particularly the final fight.
Oh, don't worry. Before we get to the nerfing of that, it's just like, because, okay, how do you feel about, like, so the statement I made earlier, if we had gotten a little bit more scorched earth when it came to Homelander, like, if he showed more of, like, that season 1, but we still got, like, some of this, because, again, they had some of the setup of, like, oh, yeah, if we stripped your powers away, you'd be just a whiny little bitch and all that, like, if we still had some of the intensity from Homelander, but like in this moment we did like even if he did still fight Butcher a little bit like that. See, that's the other thing. If he had fought Butcher just a little bit more, and then it did all this with like the oh, like you did like if we just a little bit more. That's all we want. Just a little bit more action, man. Like, not to sound all unga bunga meathead or anything, but like, if we had just gotten a little bit more, I truly think it would have hit more.
We could have had a fusion of those ideas where it's just like
exactly.
It's like it starts out with fear, and then it goes to begging with I will suck your pee pee, and then it goes into then it goes to anger. It's like righteous anger because this is all he's ever known. All he's ever known was the power, the godhood that he already had. It was just like I was going to prove myself. I was already God. You smug fuck, Spider-Man! How dare you kill me? And then
like you could
kill him.
You could still have it. Just you needed more of the other thing. It's all about balance. Like Thanos was always right about that. It's all about balance, perfectly, as life intended and all that. But like, yeah, what you were getting at, God, they nerfed the hell out of Homelander here. In this final fight.
That final fight was atrocious to sit through because, as I mentioned, I was live messaging you to the point where I gave up on text messages. When we got to Old Father David Diggs, I had to stop and I had to like hold down the record buttons like Walkins. No,
that was funny as shit. That was funny as shit. That was funny as shit.
Walkins.
I am allowing that. Go funny.
Go backward. Go back in the episode, Walkins. Look at this shit.
Thank you, Ashley.
Dude, when we got to the final fight, I'm just sitting there and I'm like, well, here we go. The final battle. Super Butcher with tentacles, who really never stood a chance, and Kimiko versus Homelander. And we're just like, okay, the only way you could possibly get away with any of this is that he is playing around and they catch him off guard. That is the only way that you can ever justify the whole, oh, we're going to beat you up a little and then jump you with the Soldier Boy blast. That is the only way you can get away with this. But no, not only is Homelander made aware of the Soldier Boy blast coming from Kimiko, not only does he realize that, what does he do? He just lightly shoves and laser blasts his opponents into the wall, and then he he forgets. Oh wait! Oh, don't worry. We're gonna get there. Don't worry, my love. We're gonna get there. He doesn't use that super speed at all. He doesn't, just grab Billy, use super speed to just blast out of the White House, and you may be thinking, oh, come on, Cloudy. He can't
We literally saw it in the episode.
Not only that, it's like, it's not like he was as fast as A-Train. Do you remember episode 1 of this season when he was able to keep pace with A-Train of all people? Come on, guys.
Do you remember literally 10 minutes prior in the same episode, the same finale episode, where he took a billionaire by the collar and in 2-3 seconds he went up to space and back?
Yep. It's like, just you can easily separate, like, oh no, I'm being jumped by 4 people. What do? How about you separate them? Use that super speed to either chuck them out a window or take them one by one and deal with them separately with that really good speed that you know how to use. But no, so that's con number 1. Con number 2, I'm shocked that Homelander still knows actually how to fight. Just like, I can actually hold myself in one-on-one combat with Billy Butcher, even though my fighting style is just... It's like wild haymaker. It's like watching the boxing scene from Sherlock Holmes with Robert Downey Jr. It's like you're throwing a guy that knows how to punch at best against I can read everything about you because I actually know the art of combat. That is Homelander to Billy Butcher. I'm surprised you were able to fight at all. Because if I remember right, during the Hero-gasm episode, you really weren't doing too well. As soon as someone with actual strength stepped up to you, you kinda got pushed back against a corner. Especially when it became 2-on-1, where you, and let's say it with me everyone, he used that super speed, realized what was going wrong, and bailed! Oops! We kind of forgot that for the finale, didn't we, ladies and gentlemen? And then, strike number 4, the big one, the laser beam. Walkins, you started. Do you want to mention it? Because you were the first one to catch on.
Oh, yeah. No. Because I had the same thought process during this whole fight scene. It's like, as soon as Homelander tried to get away and Billy caught him with the tentacles, I'm sitting there thinking, wait, Billy's not that fast.
Billy has super speed?
Yeah, because I'm like, wait, there's no way Billy would have been prepared enough to stop Homelander that quickly. I'm just like, okay, fight, you're already kind of starting off very rocky. Eye lasers. Just earlier in the season, we had Homelander slice Kimiko in half with the eye laser.
Episode 1! Episode 1!
She can restore herself like Wolverine. We know this. We get this. We understand this. It takes some time after being, lasered in half.
Yeah, it's like she needed to... And Homelander saw it. She had to focus to use that power. So, hey, again, just like with super speed, use your laser beam, cut her in half. There, threat temporarily neutralized. Now you can focus on Billy. Get him, take care of him, yoink the tentacles out of his chest, and then bash his brains in before Ryan gets there with his impossible bullshit levels of speed.
Ryan, they're lucky they had Ryan. They're lucky they had Ryan, but I maybe not that lucky because apparently Billy can keep up with Homelander with his tentacles. Same with Kimiko there. Like, it was literally just Trevor. It was those two. Like, you brought up the season 3 fight with Soldier Boy, Huey with powers, which he still has that temp V, by the way. And Billy had the tentacles only in season 4, right?
Yes, only in season 4.
Okay.
In season 3.
So this was still human. No, he took the temp V. That's right. Because he had the eye lasers then.
Oh yes, he matched Homelander's
power. So he had like the temp V. So like three soups. We'll just soups. 3.
Yeah, that's right. We can call them soups. Eye lasers, super strength for everyone, teleporting, as well as just Soldier Boy as a whole. It's guys and gals, please, I am begging you, please realize this was just the final fight of this series was just a shitty version of the Hero-gasm fight.
Yeah. Yeah, because literally, I don't know, man. It just, that part wasn't that good. But again, like, when it comes to Homelander's ending, it's just, and this is just the boys as a whole. It's just like, no, you know what? This reminds me a lot of Dragon Ball GT. Because there's a lot of good concepts, but bad execution. Because it's just like, I get what you guys are going for, but man, we could have gone here a lot better, a lot sooner.
Super 17.
Been a little bit more.
Why?
Oh God. But you know what? Let's continue on. Yes, unless you had anything else with Homelander.
Homelander's dead. I think we made our points clear. He was thoroughly assassinated this season.
Oh, man. But how about the other character here, Billy Butcher? Because we've been dancing around it. First 3 seasons, I think Billy was pretty good. Season 4, starting to get a little bit of the craziness that the comics had. Season 5... I guess. I mean, he he was still all about the mission. He was still all about that, which, yes, you should be. You're the leader and all that. However, I don't know, there was some sort of disconnect. Like, it's mainly in season 5 with Butcher. It's just like, we know what you're trying to do. We know you basically want to get rid of all soups, but it's like you have Huey and everybody else being like, well, maybe not all soups. Maybe we should, like, try to make a vaccine. No, we gotta do it now, cunt. It's like, okay, well, then what about your dog? We saved your dog. And can you now have mercy on us? Oh, fine, cunt. We'll do that. But then, like, I don't know, man. It just there was just a disconnect I had with Billy, and oh my god, I wish we got that deleted scene. That deleted scene would have made everything so much better with Billy in that final episode. And don't get me wrong, I liked Billy in that final episode. I thought that was really good. From the way Trevor described the comic version of what happened with Billy wanting to, kill all soups and, killing his whole team and all that. I'm glad he didn't do that here. I'm glad it didn't happen here. I'm glad we went the route of, okay, I don't have anybody else now. Like, my de facto son, he doesn't want anything to do with me now. I don't really fit in with the team anymore because, I mean, they all kind of hate me because I am kind of a piece of shit. Like, I did kind of fuck everybody over all 5 seasons. Even though we all made it out in the end, except for Frenchie, I did kind of fuck everybody over. Okay. All right, fine. So I can't really fit in with them. So, hey, Terror, it's just me and you, buddy, with your crusty doll of Homelander that you like to hump, which, good on you, Terror. You're humping Homelander in hell right now. Yeah, Terror. Okay, you said Terror did die in the comics.
Did I? I actually don't. Oh, maybe, shoot. I don't remember if he did.
Maybe it wasn't you. Maybe it's someone. I don't know. Or did Terror even exist in the comics?
I swear he. I think he did. I swear he did.
Maybe.
But again, it's like it's Terror. I don't remember too much about that doggo. Like, sometimes I forget about him in the show.
Yeah, which is fine. I mean, to be honest, I kind of forgot until season 5 roll around, and they're like, "Oh yeah, his dog, Terror." It's like, "Oh, look at the puppy." Yeah, so like his last little bane of hope, last little light, the last person or creature on Earth that would have showed Billy Butcher any sort of emotion or care in the world, gone now. And it's like, you still kind of have Huey, but Huey was also kind of done with your shit too. So with Butcher being like, okay, I'm just gonna go ahead with this plan, I feel like the show, and it kind of fails in telling this too, in a way, where the show gives it to where Butcher is gonna do this plan of killing all the soups, and he's kind of hoping that Huey finds him and stops him. But the show doesn't really do a good job of setting that up. It does a good job of executing it, I think. Like that, the scene with Billy and Huey, I think it's might be my favorite scene of the season.
I won't blame you for that one.
But however,
there it is.
However, it's a lot like a WWE programming show where it's like the match we get is good. The match is great that we're getting. However, the road we got there, kind of rocky. Kind of wish we did just a little bit more. And I feel like that deleted scene of him going to Becca's grave, I feel like that could have added to it. That could have really added to Butcher's moment right there. And like him just realizing, yeah, I kind of fucked up. Like, you would not have wanted this. And now everybody hates. Now I have no one. I can't really fit in the world. All I know is vengeance. And I am kind of glad they didn't go full evil Butcher for the finale, because I don't think I would like it, especially with how the rest of season 5 went. But yeah, I am at least satisfied with what I got with Butcher throughout the show. But what about you, Trevor? What about you?
Concept-wise, I agree with you.
Yeah.
Concept-wise,
exactly.
I agree with you. Every bit of execution after the depowering, I was laughing at. But just some of Butcher as a whole, it again feels like kind of like a Flanderization of Butcher. He has like one default setting, and it's just kind of that same personality throughout most of this, not even most, the majority of this season. It was to the point where it was kind of trending on like YouTube, and I saw, I think Edith linked some of this to us through Twitter, where it's like people are noticing how repetitive Butcher has become, where it's like, we're going to do this plan. It's going to go sideways.
Yep.
All right, we're going to do this plan then. I'm going to call someone a cunt. Then we get to like the depowering of the characters after his revenge. I honestly was half expecting Butcher to die right there on the spot after he killed Homelander, because, correct me if I'm wrong, it was the superpower that kept Butcher alive, right? Because of that illness.
I saw something. Somebody on Twitter had, because the same complaint came out, and somebody on Twitter was just like, "Oh yeah, well, guess what fights cancer? Radiation." And I'm like,
what?
Yeah, I saw that explanation. I'm just like,
you know what solves the surplus population? Nukes.
I saw that. I'm like, I mean, sure, you said that.
How do we take care of the unemployment problem? Genocide.
Yeah.
It feels like that logic.
Yeah. Thanos was right.
But it's like, after that, I do love how, Watkins, you put it beautifully. When Terror died, you know, it's like that last shred of hope faded with him. I was cackling when I got there. I wish I had recorded.
You have no heart, sir. You have a black hole.
No. I felt sad that Terror died, but it was after the scene directly after where it's like, I'm going to kill everyone. It gave, because again I have watched Game of Thrones, where it felt like watching Daenerys all over again. It's like, oh no, I lost my Sunday. Time to kill everyone. I got those vibes. Watching.
Look, man. Look, I can relate, because if I lost Sydney, everyone dies.
Oh. Can I have at least a 3 days notice as your best friend? Oh.
No. You get a 3-second head start.
Wow, screw you, bitch. Anyway. But then what I wish this was one of those moments where I wished I had paused in time to message you, because at this point I was just laughing. I was howling, because we get to Vought. Like Huey realizes that Butcher went to Vought. Goes after him. Somehow depowered Butcher, who should be dying, not only got past an armed guard, but all of the security cameras all the way up to the top floor.
Don't get me started with the fucking security cameras throughout season 5. Yeah, we're supposed to be covert throughout the whole season. Homelander, I can't find Billy Butcher and the boys. Where are they?
Dude, it's like
they're literally right there.
Dude, in this moment alone, in this one moment, it's like security would have known instantly, and they wouldn't. It's not like they would have known. It's like, is that a maintenance worker? It's like, no, this is the man that murdered Homelander on live TV in front of the entire world. Everyone knows who Billy Butcher is. Billy Butcher is more famous than Carl Urban is in our world at this point. Everyone knows who he is. They would have stopped him dead in his tracks or shoot him and accidentally release the virus. That's it. The fact that he was able to set up the explosions that would have released the virus. Like, what? What?
They probably just gave him a pass because he killed Homelander. It's fine.
And then
It's okay.
dude, and then not only that, Huey is able to just fall, like, oh man, a dead guard. I'll go follow him. And then he also gets up to the Seven's room with no problem whatsoever. It's like, come on.
Look, he killed Homelander. It's fine. He gets a pass. He's just visiting. He's just seeing the view and all that.
It's like they looked at the comic and they said, wow, they had their final confrontation on the top of a building. But that is weak sauce. That's not spicy enough. I want this. I want these cheesy nachos to have some flair to it. Let's make it the Seven's room. And it's like, yeah, let's have that payoff. Yeah, this was the seed of the power, and it's going to be symbolic. Yeah, and then you might have someone ask, how do they get there? And then that intern was unfortunately thrown out a window.
Well, you see, steamed hams. That's your answer.
Dude.
That's how they got up there.
I will say, to end out Butcher, I will admit that he does go out in a good way. I will dare say in a strong way. Where as he's fighting Huey, he gets flashbacks of Lenny.
Yep.
And in that moment, Watkins, I hope you know where I'm going with this. He's like Thor in God of War Ragnarok. Do you know what I'm aiming for?
I think I do.
Continue
on.
It is in his final moments where Thor is only known as a destroyer, and Odin, his father, is one manipulative prick. Thor is a one-track mind, one-track destroyer. And it is only when he loses, it is only when he is faced with some semblance of humanity, does he finally let go. For once in his life, he stops fighting and he drops the hammer. And just like Thor, Billy Butcher releases his hand from the trigger. It's like, what have I done? Yep. It's that moment of self-realization. And both of these characters, as soon as you think that they can start a path to redemption, they are killed immediately, which makes that scene even, well, not worse. Like, oh man, this is horrible. It's like, it's worse in the feeling emotions. Like, no, you were gonna do it. Oh man, now I feel bad for you. That was me with Billy. It's like, what a great ending where it's like, okay, you actually had a semblance of humanity, but before you could do anything with it, you are gunned down because your actions did have consequences. And there is an irony, kind of like with Odin. Odin got killed by the silly germophobic dwarf. Here, the pacifist shot him.
Yep, the one who kept spouting about hope and praise and like, you gotta have hope, everybody, even though this one girl climbing the fence just got blown up.
I would make another analogy, but I need you to watch Andor with me.
I do need to watch Andor one of these days.
I will watch
it with you. Maybe after Mandalorian and Grogu.
Oh, hell yeah!
Honestly.
Hell yes! Please, I beg you.
I need a palate cleanser. But no, I like you. I really liked the ending of Billy Butcher. Again, just him, because that's the thing. That's been something that it was teased in the first couple seasons, and we finally got the confirmation that Billy does see Lenny in Huey, like in these, like, what was that? It was like in the middle of season 3, wasn't it? When we started getting like the Lenny stuff.
I think so.
Because because I was like because that was when like Soulja Boy knocked them out or whatever in the woods.
Okay,
I think. Yeah. That just seems familiar. Again, I haven't rewatched those seasons, so apologies for that, everybody. But like, that moment, I'm just like, oh, see, that works. Seeing a dead person you cared about, you see them coming back, you see them just in life again, and like you said, he realized at that moment, oh yeah, what have I done? And even Huey saw this too, and this kind of is transitioning us into talking about Huey as well. Like Huey saw that and he recognized that, saying, okay, Butcher could have killed me. He honestly could have and should have maybe killed me, but he hesitated, and I saw that there was still something left in Butcher, and that speaks to Huey just as a character as a whole too throughout the show. Because like, I mean, his beginning, when that clip alone from season 1 was making its rounds when it first premiered, that's what immediately I feel like got people hooked. It's just like the fact that that's how the show started, with Huey just standing with his girlfriend on the street. Out comes A-Train just blowing through his girlfriend, killing her, and that's what set off all of this. That's what, I mean, yeah, you could say, oh yeah, Homelander having sex with Butcher's wife also did, but like, really, Huey getting involved set off a lot of these chain reaction events in this show. And I mean, he does stay true to himself. You know, he has his moments where he falters and he kind of starts falling under the Butcher mindset and all that, but like, he does come back from him. I feel bad for him in season 4 though, especially with the dungeon scene and the other sex scene. Man, a lot of bad shit happened to Huey in season 4. But like,
I hate that, but I can get
yeah.
to that later.
But it's like, he was still a grounded character. He was still the character that kept everybody human, kept them from going beyond that limit, going over that line. Because like, when you take everybody out of this, when you take Huey out of this, Frenchie's a fucked up guy. Would have turned into another Butcher. I mean, we know he would have definitely gone scorched earth if Huey wasn't around. But I really appreciated that, and plus, I mean, he's my Superman. He's my Superman, which is coming back soon. Jack Quaid. Oh my god! Like, anytime he talks anymore, I just hear Superman. I'm just like, yeah, good. Thank you for becoming my adult Superman. I appreciate you for that. But like, yeah, I just really liked Huey throughout. I think him just being that last little bit of light for people. Because again, like, when Butcher left, he thought he didn't need anybody, or that he didn't have anybody else. He would have still had Huey, you know, even though, you know, Huey a few times throughout the series started like being pissed off at Butcher, started being like, okay, yeah, kind of fuck you, dude. But he always still came back to Butcher. He always like still tried to help him and still tried to like be there for him too. Cause and he even said it in this season, or like kind of paraphrasing here. It's just like, there is still good in him, you know, when he was trying to convince him to hold off on the virus until they could at least have an antidote for Kimiko and Starlight. It's like, there's still good in you. You're still a good person. Just don't go over that edge, man. Like, just stay here with us and we can make it out of this. And they at least made it out of the mission together. Afterwards, you know, that's besides the point. But I'm done yapping. What about you, Trevor? How do you feel about this Huey?
I pretty much agree with everything you say.
Yeah.
I never really had a problem with Huey. Never really.
I just felt bad for him at times.
Yeah, dude. What I mean by season 4, I will always remember I believe it was Eric Kripke. Pretty sure it was either him or director, where when they had to do the certain scenes with Starlight and the Deep in season 1, it was like, oh, we have to treat this carefully. We have to be respectful. And it's like, that is the correct answer. Yeah. Season 4, oh man, doing this stuff to Huey, it was funny. It's like, fuck off. What is wrong with you?
Nah.
But don't worry, Eric has been slowly burning himself over the past couple weeks build up to this. Hey, don't worry, Eric. Your show will not be remembered as horrible as Game of Thrones. Don't worry.
Yeah.
It's a close second, though.
Yeah, it's...
We have reached that cultural level. It's pretty close now.
Yeah, it's up there. It's up there. Again, not... yeah, it's whatever. Starlight. Hey, look at Starlight.
Yay! Woo!
Not yeah, just kind of push things forward a little because yeah, you pretty much said there's not really too much more. Oh, him getting or possibly getting a job with the government.
Oh
With like
yeah.
being part of like the what was it like super? It was basically to like kind of run regulations on soups anymore. I'm kind of
Yeah.
glad he said no against that. Just kind of keep it simple, keep out of that beyond helping Starlight whenever he did. I like that part of it.
Absolutely. Yeah, I
Yeah.
have no complaints against that.
Yeah, that was fine. Fine ending for him and for who I was just mentioning, Starlight.
Man,
Um,
thank goodness all
man,
those thank goodness her reputation was repaired overnight.
yeah, that was great.
All
Oh,
those
don't worry
minds
about
were
it.
so easily changed in one day, allegedly.
It was all AI anyways, so
Oh my god.
No, I feel like well, see, hey, there's a benefit for Homelander being a little bitch on live TV. Is everyone got to see Homelander be a little bitch on live TV? That probably changed a few minds, right?
Yeah, just a few. Now we just need to change the rest of the planet.
It's fine. It's fine. Superman wanted to suck some dick anyway, so it's
Oh
fine.
my
It's fine. It's okay.
god.
I think my one of my biggest complaints with Starlight is the fact that that we got that side story, especially in season 5 with her going back to her dad.
Her dad's Superman.
Oh yeah, her dad. Oh my gosh, we had 2 Supermen in this show. 3 if you count Homelander. Um damn. A lot of superheroes in this. I don't know. I part of me wishes we got that sooner, but I understand. I think I understand why they put it here, especially with what was going on in this time during season 5. Because it's like, okay, we've had what was it like a year of those camps going on, a year of like these cops being forced to basically act like ICE agents and detain people in these Homelander camps.
Oh, and a year of
And
not utilizing characters from Gen V.
just wait till that miscellaneous section, folks. uh, yeah, so it's just like I get why it was there. I get why we needed it. However, it didn't. I don't know. It didn't really do much for me because like we just kind of went there and then left. And you want to talk about switching minds so easily? You want to talk about her like half brother who like switched his mind so easily because we both got Dunkin' Donuts going to school. It's just like I used to work at Dunkin' Donuts. Yeah, good donuts, good coffee, but is that really enough to turn you from a Republican to a Democrat?
Yes. If only we
Oh,
remembered
okay,
that in real life, we could achieve world
good.
peace.
Mm, hmm. Um, but like, I don't know. I'm trying to think back on the series because Starlight was an interesting character because it's like she joined the Seven and she wasn't fully in. It was like a dream of hers, but then like she started seeing kind of like her conversation that she had with that one character from Gen V. It's just like, oh, don't meet your heroes, but like we tried to do that little conversation, which did not feel earned at all. God, I hated that scene in the finale because it's like they did that scene and they were like, yeah, we're being so poignant with this, we're being so like deep with it. It's just like this is not earned at all. It would have felt more earned if we saw them throughout, at least throughout this final season. But the fact that
Lol.
you only show these Gen V characters in the last 2 episodes and try to say, oh yeah, we've been helping her this whole year. Yeah, we've been doing that though. Maybe that could have been season 5 of Gen V. Maybe that could have explored that whole year. No, because we know that got canceled. So it's like, okay, well, we're definitely not getting that now at all. That could have retroactively helped some of this. But again, like, because I know that's your favorite thing. That's your favorite thing. what is it, the third party
Oh yeah, third
things?
party information.
Third party information.
I can. Should I explain that just for all the lovelies out there?
Sure, why not?
Basically, I guarantee you have all seen this before because media is everywhere. If you're watching a show, you do not need to watch. It is not your responsibility or your job to watch another show that may be related to it in order to understand it. You don't. If you are told that, oh, if you want to get this story, you have to read a pamphlet or you have to read a comic book, or no, you have to play the game. It's like that's a failure of the storyteller's part. All stories are isolated one after another. Honestly, you are rewarded. Like let's take Marvel for example, Watkins. The Avengers 2012. You technically don't need to see the past movies to get a reference for it. That movie's very well put together, even if you haven't seen all the Marvel movies up to that point.
Yeah.
But you're rewarded for it. There's that. And then there's the opposite, where it's like, oh man, Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker. How Palpatine sent a message across the galaxy announcing his return? Man, how did that happen? Fortnite. Do you understand how stupid that is?
Play Fortnite.
So it's like, one final blow. IDW Comics to Sonic.
Yeah.
There's that ship where it's just like, oh man, the comic characters are so canon to the games. Put them in the games. It's like, oh, but they are in the games. Like, not just the mobile ones. Put them in the mainline stuff. Integrate their stories. Otherwise, we will not believe you.
Make it all canon.
Yeah, go ahead. Just put them in the games. Actually, integrate the stories, because otherwise you are introducing a topsy-turvy world that is not going to end well. You're going to break consistency. You're going to break the world building. I don't care that the president of Sega said, it's like, oh yes, I do believe that the comics are character. Cool. It's his job to make that happen, not us. Go away. Shoo. Yeah. But yeah, with going back to Gen V, it's like, all right, if I haven't watched Gen V, how will you integrate these characters? How will you integrate their histories so that we understand where they're coming from and why they're important? And then they show up, and it's like, all right, what do you do? And it's like, oh, well, we've been helping you off screen for a year. It's like, okay, so what can you do? And it's like, well,
we can drive to Canada.
They vanish. It's like they've been told to leave because it's too dangerous, and yet they've only wanted to help because it has been dangerous. It's just such a contradiction. It's just a blow. And it sucks because if you have watched Gen V, you are not rewarded for watching Gen V. You are given the middle finger if you watched Gen V.
Yeah. Because apparently the one girl, the main girl that they were talking to, apparently she could have fought Homelander. Like, she could have been the key to defeating Homelander, and they did nothing with her. And to tie it all into Starlight, it's like she's trying to protect these kids from helping them with this. But it's just like, okay, we see what you're trying to do. However, why not have them help you? Because here's the thing. If you guys can't beat Homelander, they're not going to be able to.
Oh.
Why? Because they don't know what the fuck to do after that.
Walk-ins!
Oh no.
You know what you've unleashed? Do you know what reference that's about to happen next?
Uh-oh. I'm scared.
Dragon Ball Z Abridged. Or Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, where it's like, oh man, how are we going to defeat this evil? Should we involve these people? No, they might get hurt. Oh, that's a good point. What's the alternative? The end of the world? It's like, ow.
Oh. Well, maybe it should be all of us. Like, dude, just like what you were describing earlier with the comic, where it was just like, it wasn't just Butcher walking down
it was the army raining hell.
It was the United States Army with him at the White House, not only just to face all the supers, but to face off against Homelander. It was everybody, because hey, if we don't stop him here, we're all Avengers again. it's like, oh yeah, we can have Captain America and Thor and Iron Man fighting Thanos, but we kind of need everybody, because if it's not everybody, we're all fucked. Like,
Exactly.
okay, cool. And it's like, Starlight, again, I get what you're trying to do, but it's like, you're not really going about it the right way, girl. And that's kind of that's her whole arc throughout the entire series. It's just like, we know you're trying to do good, but you're kind of failing at a lot of it. And you're kind of being proven wrong in a lot of instances. Yeah. And oh my god. Oh my god.
Oh.
I know I wanted to wait until we talked about the deep. But fuck it. I don't care. I don't care right now. I don't care.
Who even cared about the deep? No one in this universe.
We, as the audience, know that the deep cannot go into the water anymore, because he's basically been exiled by the fishies. We, as the audience, know that. Why the fuck would Starlight, when she's fighting the deep, take him to a fucking beach? And I saw a defense for this. They were just like, oh, but she just wanted to talk to him, and she took him to a safe place where he would feel safe. It's just like, no, this guy's an idiot. This guy, like, I know this Starlight talk kind of turn into the deep talk, so apologies for that. But it's just like, this guy throughout the whole series has proven time and time again how much of a dumbass he is.
Oh,
you really think talk no jutsu is gonna work on him?
Oh god, I'm crying. I'm crying.
You really thought? And her response after she shot him into, you shot him. She's. I haven't had a chance to process or react to this fully. It's just dawning on me, because again, it dawned on me during the moment. But again, it's one of those things where you watch it, it's just like, all right, cool, fine. But then you think back on it and you process it, and you're just like, wait, hold it, that actually did fucking happen. She launched it into the ocean.
She launched the ocean, man, into the ocean. There are so many elements that have to go perfectly to even come close to lining up with that defense of, she just wanted to talk to him. It's like, okay, so she tackled him out of the way. She purposefully left the battlefield. The only, aside from Kimiko and Butcher, she was the only other soup. And she bailed. She tackled the deep, went flying in. Here, spoiler alert: the deep can't fly. He can't.
He could barely fight in the White House. You know what would have been better? If she had gone after O-Father. Why didn't she try to get him? I understand the deep was right there. Why didn't she try to go find O-Father? Because at least MM and Huey there, they could have taken on the deep. He's nowhere near water. He would have just had his durability that they would have to deal with. That's it. But even then, all I have to do is just freaking stab him in the gills.
Dude. The fact that it's like she tackles him, she leaves the battlefield with him. He's not doing anything during this entire flight. Like, off camera, he's just reading an issue of Sports Illustrated. Just like, what a lovely weather on this flight today. Hey, Starlight. And they're just waiting to crash land somewhere. Where does Annie go from DC? Probably to goddamn Delaware or Maryland. Somewhere with a beach. She tackles him to an area near the water. Starlight knows that, the deep works best with water. He can call on any sort of creatures. He works best in water. So why, in the pissulating, flabgastic fuckery, would you not only try to fistfight him on sand, because it's coarse and rough and gets everywhere, but you decide
for that.
You tried to do the talk no jutsu. It failed. What do? You raise your hands and you blast that motherfucker into the ocean where he works best. It's like punching Aquaman into a pool. It's like, what are you gonna do now? And not get a whirlpool in your face. What are you doing? So it's like, wow.
It's like giving Luffy meat.
Yes,
you just powered him up.
Yeah, it's kind of like that where it's like, if people say, oh, but if the deep isn't affected. It's what Watkins just said. Starlight doesn't know that.
No,
only it's
she
like,
didn't.
If dude, oh my god, what could have worked? Actually, no, never mind. It would not have worked if. You know how the deep was recorded when he let that man drown?
Oh yeah,
those
people. Yeah, those people could not understand fish speak.
Yeah,
they wouldn't have even known what Samuel L. Jackson's shark said.
Yeah, I was worried about this. Video proof exists and Starlight saw it, but no, she didn't. She didn't know anything. She did the stupidest thing possible. Left the battlefield, pushed the ocean man into the ocean, and then she is just like in utter shock that this plan worked. And the reason why it's like, it was never her plan, it was the writer's plan. This was one of the most overt things of like, the writer took control of the product to enforce the reality. It was, man, I was laughing.
And it's like you sit there thinking, okay, because even if it was the writer's plan, how would... Because I'm sitting here thinking, how would they be able to get around having Starlight figure this information out? Because, again, she can't understand fish speak. The only person who can understand fish speak is the deep. You can't get a fish translator in a day to be like, oh, yeah, that's what that Samuel L. Jackson shark said. Oh, okay, yeah, cool. Which, by the way, what an amazing set of circumstances where there's a hammerhead shark right there. And then immediately after that, there's a guy drowning, and yet the shark doesn't do anything. He's just like not even there, I guess. I don't know. I'm being more just. Yeah, I'm focusing too much on that part.
Dude,
but like,
it's fine.
With Starlight though, it's just like, but that's just been constant throughout this. Like, she's helped out here and there, yes, because like she was the one actual soup. Because I mean, yeah, Kimiko was there as a soup, but again, her power is mainly just healing ability. And yeah, she is a good fighter, but it's just like what we said earlier, when she gets lasered in half, it kind of takes her a bit of time to be put back together. So it's like, okay, that healing ability is great, doesn't really help out too well.
And I feel like it needs to be mentioned, part of the reason we are harping on that deep scene as well, this was her final moment in the show.
Oh no, it was her being pregnant and going off to save somebody.
Yeah, it was like, this was her legacy up to this point.
Yeah.
This series-long arc of her finally being able to defeat the deep. Because she's never been able to do it before, not without help, thanks to A-Train that one time, but every other time she has been utterly helpless against this guy, because he is tougher than her. She finally defeats him, and it's in the worst possible way.
It was luck. It was stupid luck. Because she had no idea.
Yeah, this was like the culmination. This is what she will be remembered for from this final season. This was the culmination. This was it. And then now it's like her reward, pregnant, and then that baby. That fetus in her tum-tum. Yeah. Watching Starlight go from like 0 to Mach 3, taken off from a sidewalk in a simple t-shirt with no like special protection, no armor to help, nothing. It's like, that baby is dead. Oh god. Oh no.
No, don't worry. The baby will be fine. It's a soup, so it'll be fine. It'll be cool. It'll be good. It's part soup. Yeah, dude, there was an edit I saw today where somebody, like, they took that final scene with Starlight, flying off and going to save somebody, pregnant. Somebody did an edit where, like, she went into the sky and flew away, and then it cut to, like, Megamind being shaken in his little pod. as a baby. Being like, oh, the baby... It was like, oh, this is the baby when Starlight goes to save somebody.
Yes. Oh my god.
I'm
Thank
like,
you,
oh,
Weebs.
y'all understood the assignment. Um, Dude, last thing for Starlight, and we'll move on to the rest of the boys. Not gonna lie, when we got to that final scene with her and Huey, like on the street there, I shit you not, I almost thought, I almost thought we were gonna get another speedster.
Egg Train kills Huey.
No, just Starlight again, and Huey's just like stood there, just covered in blood. It crossed my mind. I'm like, oh no, I know they're not going to, but imagine.
Oh god. Oh god.
Imagine Ryan just busts through. He's just like, on your left.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Whew. All right. Well, let's move on with the other boys. I know we're kind of skimming through a lot of these. You know, honestly, if we were here to just like dissect each character, this would be like a 6-hour episode. Yeah, but you know, we're mainly talking. This is mainly like their endings too. I feel like, but MM, good old mother's milk. You know what? I think out of all the out of all the characters, you can correct me if I'm wrong, he might have been the most consistent.
I believe so. I don't find any issue with that.
Yeah. Yeah, which is fine. You know, he's doing everything to protect his family, even no matter how fucked up it is. He's a family man. He's a family guy, if you will. So him ending up with his wife and daughter again at the end, good. I think that was really good on them, especially with what the person that his wife ended up being with, at like during like season 3 part. And then at the end of season 3, because like, yeah, her husband ended up being like a Homelander sympathizer or whatever. Yeah, that old little thing. Yeah, that'll end a relationship quite easily. So seeing her with MM again, plus like now he really doesn't have to worry about anything, because like now him and the boys, because since we're doing this ending with him not dying, you know, he's alive now. He's able to be back with his family, and
he got a son.
He's got a son now in Ryan, which, correct me if I'm wrong, because I saw some debates on this too. Does Ryan still have powers? Think about that before we get to him. Like, I don't know if he does or not.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think he does. Yeah. So yeah, just good on MM. But I feel like, you know, throughout the whole series, felt like he was the most consistent. Because yeah, he also had his moments like Huey where he kind of fell down. You know, especially this season where like he was kind of starting to act a little bit more like Butcher. And then, you know, the episode with the Lava Cum Rock and the Crow Girl.
Oh god.
Which we don't even see the Crow Girl anymore, which people, oh my god, people were like theorizing, like, oh, she's gonna come back and save MM from something, and you know, she'll be the hero for MM because crows never forget people that help them. No, she's gone after that episode. No more,
you know,
no more Crow Girl.
Thank you for was there anything else you wanted to say about MM at all?
No, just he was consistent, and I'm a creature that loves his consistency in his character. So yeah, right. I'm glad he made it out.
All right, that's good.
Oh no!
Just like with Starlight, let's talk about his final last in action before his ending.
No, that was funny as shit. That was no.
You remember my reaction though. Do you remember? Because I remember sending you that video. What was it?
No. Let me go to the message.
Here, I'll let you in. When that moment happened, and the moment, by the way, my dear viewer, is when Huey and MM have a boss battle with Old Father, which was really stupid, how Old Father just fell into that trap. Oh man, someone kinda sounds like Butcher and just saying really obviously suspicious things. It's like an obvious trap. I shall walk towards the obvious trap. So then, Old Father is about to kill Huey. MM notices the steel ball. It's the ball toy with certain sexy games and all that. He notices that. That's the first thing he notices in this room. He grabs it, and then when old father tries to scream, he perfectly, first try, no, it's like shooting a basketball, no net, perfect on the first go, gets the ball on his mouth, and then he just explodes. Father explodes.
That's because MM's a goat. That's because he's a goat.
Dude, as soon as I saw that, I frantically got my remote, and I was like, punching the pause
I think that was
button.
a voice. I think that was one of the voice messages you sent, so I couldn't go back and listen.
It absolutely was.
Yeah.
I had to like punch the remote because I was laughing so hard. I had to focus on holding down the record button. I was like, Watkins, he died by the sex toy. Do you know what this means?
Ashley.
Do you know what this means, Watkins? This means that when Ashley was going to do anything with him that night, post Homelander genocide, your father was gonna explode.
I love it.
It's like the easiest like sex machina I've ever seen. It's like a ball that won't that will kill it.
It's so good. No, I love it. It's because of that reason. You see, chat, how he is laughing his ass off, having fun, having a reaction, an emotional reaction
for the wrong
to a
reasons.
Piece of art?
Yes.
Nah. This is what art is. It elicits a reaction.
Honestly, you could have like the only way this ever could have fitted in is if you had like a theme of oh man, the pastor, the super mega pastor, the supposed parody of the church. What is he defeated by? Sex.
Yeah.
Oh,
Good on you, MM. Thank you for that.
Oh, that was a beautiful moment.
It was. It was. See how much fun you're having?
Thus ends the segment on Old Father as well.
Oh, I mean, kind of, I guess. I mean, yeah, because, I mean, the most with him is he was teetering on, because this is, again, it's one of those instances where I wish we had a little bit more from him, because, like, we saw him earlier.
Dude, he had infinitely more character when he's like, I always did like you, Annie, and he let her live. That was like the best his character ever got, because like, oh wow, there's a human in there.
Well, it was like that, and when they were doing like the screen testing for like the Homelander Jesus thing, and he had told Homelander, he's just like, we have this many people that don't fully believe in you, but I can convert them. Like he was for the cause a lot more than freaking Firecracker was. Which
is she in here? Is she in the sections?
She's gonna be part of the vault section.
She didn't even get her own section.
Well, I kind of wanted to loop like the 7 and all that with it, but. With O Father, like there was a bit of hesitancy with them there, where it's just like, okay, do I go through with this? Because this is kind of crusade-y right now. Like this is like kind of like 1400s crusade-ish kind of thing. I don't know if I'm fully on this, but you know what? Yeah, I think I'm gonna be able with this, because like as much as he is a man of the cloth and a man of the church. Really wasn't, because he was kind of all about that money. But yeah, MM, consistent, awesome, great, fantastic. How about some other consistent characters, like maybe Frenchie and Kimiko?
You're half right. Go ahead. I'll let you have the Frenchie segment. I'll let you have that one. Go ahead.
Honestly, I mean, right now I don't really have much of with Frenchie. It's more of like what I said about Butcher earlier with Terror, where it's just like Frenchie was a fucked up guy, and he goes into it a little bit, especially in season 5 here, where it's just like, yeah, I'm really messed up. I don't know if I can be a good dad. I don't know if I can give you the life you want, Kimiko. But he does end up kind of turning around with it because he realizes, in a conversation he has with Sage, that love makes you do stupid things.
We'll get there. We're gonna get there. We're gonna do it. We'll get there.
But I with being the most consistent, I feel like Frenchie had the biggest growth as a character because again, he went from this very almost one note character because like Frenchie should not have lasted as long as he did. He always kind of came off as that character, just like, okay, when are you about to die? Is it going to be here? Is it going to be this season? Is it going to be this episode?
His death was foretold for thousands of years.
Yeah, and especially with his relationship with Kimiko, because that's the thing. He was her beacon of light. He was the person that she can communicate with, through sign language and all that stuff. And they built that bond. And when he was gone for that whole year, and she learned how to talk through TikTok.
We'll
and Pornhub.
We'll get to her.
Yeah, I'll let you handle that part. Because I mean, Kimiko was fine as well. I feel like her growth was fine. Her speaking had good and bad moments with it. It was okay. It was fun at first. As a bit. But then it did that thing where it's just like, oh wait, they find that funny. Let's do that all the time. But again, I'll let Trevor handle that part because I do like Kimiko's ending because she's just like, mission's over. We buried Butcher. She just turns to everybody and she's like, okay, bye. I'm gonna continue to be a mute now in France with a dog. Bye. Nobody talk to me. Fine. Nice, peaceful ending for her. I think the only other bit of criticism I have, or one thing that kind of took me out of it, is when she was about to do the Soldier Boy blast. And I know what they were going for. I know exactly what they were going for. It's like, oh yeah, because here's the thing, folks. Here's the thing, chat. She was obviously angry and sad that Frenchie died at the hands of Homelander. Understandable. And with the whole message being like, there's kind of more power in love than there is hate. And that was kind of their, dare I say, their theme throughout the show. Or at least this season. Where it's just like, okay, yeah, love makes you do stupid things. Love is the ultimate power, not rage, herpadur. And that's how she was able to use the Soldier Boy blast again. But it was kind of cheesy. It made me want to take a Lactaid when she stands up in the Oval Office and as they're holding Homelander down, as Butcher and Ryan are holding Homelander down, and then she has this slow motion look at Frenchie and he gives her that little speech, and I'm just sitting there again, know what you're going for. In isolation, great moment. However, this is cheesy as fuck. This is cheesy as fuck. And, okay, good. There's the blast. All right, cool, neat. But those are my thoughts with it. Go ahead, Trevor. Go ahead. Tell me why Kimiko is the best character of all time.
Dude, I already said it. It's like looking at a pile of ash with her. So, Frenchie, there really isn't much else to say about Frenchie. Somehow the comic version lasted longer than the show version. Good on you, mate. But Kimiko, what happened to you? What happened?
Pornhub.
Why did that happen to you? Why?
Pornhub.
It's like, okay, Watkins, have you played Marvel vs. Capcom 3 and then Ultimate MVC 3. Have you done that?
No.
It's nice. It's like there's a couple characters like Hisenko and Tronbon who was like, oh man, the original, you were fun. I loved playing as you, and then came like this weird patch that was universal. It was all canon now. There's nothing you could do. It was all just slammed there. It's like, oh, you turned them into people that just, you make me hate life. Why? Yeah. Why? You made me, at this point you just turned them, like, from the first scene of Kimiko, because I remember how season 4 ended. She got captured. She was caught. Watkins, do you understand how devastating it was that she was captured? Like, she would be medically fascinating to Vought scientists. In fact, wait a sec. A creature that can pretty much heal from any wound and could be borderline immortal?
Join the 7.
That might be very interesting to have. Not on their side, but as a guinea pig for research experiments. No. You see, in season 5, she's free. She's in a completely different part of the country. And you may be asking, whoa, you got out? Oh man, how did you get out? I'm sure there'll be a flashback or some form of dialogue that works.
How dare you? How dare you think more?
Oh, no. Here's the thing. There was dialogue. I'm not sure if you remember it, Walkie Poo.
Probably not.
I will do my best to repeat this word for word, but when she meets Starlight again, and she reveals that she can talk, because she learned it off of Pornhub and TikTok, and I wanted to kill myself at that point.
See, like, at first it was funny, and then there would be, like, spurts, and it's just like, alright.
It's like you sucked out all the joy that was Kimiko, and it's like I'm looking at a hollow ghost. But her first line was like, oh, Vought got tired of me killing their guard, so they deported me. I'm like, excuse you? You what? Vought? The Vought? Homelander's Vought let you go?
You know what they could have done? They could have just, since she can't really die, I guess. I don't know.
They could have just
cut her head off.
Oh yeah, cut her head off, or keep her in chains.
Well, I was leading to that because it's just like you cut her head off and have like the neck just like chained up, and then the rest of her body chained. Like you could have cut her body into pieces and deported each body to a different continent. You could have been. How am I more fucked up than freaking Homelander Vought in season 5?
It's like
how
she is to quote Robert from the Goes Wrong show again, medically fascinating.
Just 7.
I don't understand. It's like they just let her go, but it's fine. It's okay, guys. It's okay.
Yeah, it's fine.
We have Kimiko again. The meme of written by Vizipop needs to be retired. It needs to be put down in its sleep.
Season 5 Kimiko.
It had a good run, but season 5 Kimiko, it's like, oh, I'm going to commit identity theft. I am written by Vizipop times 300. All the subtlety, all the nuance, all the personality of Kimiko is just. It's like the other characters, flanderized, boiled down to one trait, and that is sex joke. That is all Kimiko is. Sex joke. She doesn't provide anything meaningful. The only time that happens is when you get the death of Frenchie. And then she cries, and then she goes back to being silent, And it's like, okay, all right, so you're back to being silent. Okay, I can see where it's going. Then she has a cigar in the final episode, and her final words are talking about how it tastes like old cock. And I'm like, just kill me. It's Game of Thrones season 8 at this point with the dialogue. Just kill me. I hate you, show.
You know, going back to Frenchie, because you reminded me of one other thing I want to mention with him. Because I get what they were trying to go for. However, his will being like, I've seen all of your assholes, and like, I get what they were doing with it, where like his will was just like, yeah, I've seen that, and that makes us closer than family, blah blah. Okay, fine, I see what you're getting at in a weird fucked up way. Did we really need that? Could we not, like, this was my moment with, like, my Trevor moment that he was having, where it's just like, can we not just have like an actual just like scene without all of that?
Can we have just one, like, moment, one serious moment?
Yeah, can we just do one? Can we just do one? You know? No? Okay, fine, cool, neat. Well, I've seen all your assholes. That makes us closer than family. And the fact that never mind. I don't want to get into it, because then I'll hate Frenchie, and I don't want to hate Frenchie. I liked Frenchie. He was a good character. I thought he was a good character.
Rest in him and peace, Kimiko were great. Frenchman.
Oh no! Fuck this show though. No, fuck this show. Because of how Frenchie died. And the fact that the show did not show how he died. Instead, you show it off screen. And you know what the worst part is? I don't know if you saw this or not. There was a picture of Anthony Starr and Frenchie's actor, and they had taken a picture like on that set, like for that scene, and you could see Homelander's finger right on the shirt that Frenchie was wearing, and right along that little path was the cut that he cut Frenchie with. That's right, folks. We don't even get to see the blow of Homelander killing him. No, we see them both locked in that room with the radiation, them getting out, Homelander walking away, and then the next scene is of Frenchie. I guess he was either dragged to the big room, or maybe he made it to the big room. I don't know. But he's just laying there in just like this trail of blood. Didn't even let us see his end like that. Well, that's what that really annoyed me.
Well, hold on. Was he like a main character or something?
I know where you live.
Was he a main character? Really? Was he that important? If we didn't see his death?
He was one of the boys.
We're moving on. I'll make you feel better. In the comic, I do remember his final stand, because he does live until Butcher kills him. But if I remember right, he and Kimiko like jump off the roof of a skyscraper, and they crash into a room full of soups, and the two of them just kill all of them. And Frenchie loses an arm, and he takes it well.
Oh shit!
I think I'm pretty sure that's how it went down.
No. Well, goody. Okay, we might blitz through a couple of these people. Like, I feel like we talked about the deep enough. Unless you have anything more to add.
He was stupidity. I mean, he was pathetic, but it wasn't even like the. It wasn't even like the entertaining kind of pathetic. It was just like pathetic. Yeah. It's like Ursula. It's like helping all those souls. Pathetic. So like that energy.
Yeah, it's just you made it to the end, buddy. Cool, great, neat.
He's killed by a tentacle. Someone explained that to me.
Right up his butt. Right up his butt. It went up his butt. That's what it did. It pulled an Ant-Man that people wanted him to do. What about Ryan? Any thoughts on Ryan?
Who's that?
All right, so how about A Train? Now,
Dude.
okay,
Yeah,
Ryan.
Ryan is
I wish we got more. I wish,
Yep.
like, yeah, I wanted more with it. Like, yeah.
How do I put this? It's like he had one goal for his character, which was like standing up to Homelander, and he gets it twice, and both times it feels like
He gets marked.
yeah, he doesn't have like a chance to really reflect. Like the best his character ever gets is the last thing that he does before the epilogue, where it's like, "Oh, you're not a good person, Butcher." It's like, all right, yeah, that is fair, and I want to live life on my own terms. Like, I like the ending, I like your journey, but it's like watching you climb up a hill, and it's like I can see the goal. You're almost there, and then season 5 happens, and it's like instead of marching proudly to the top of the hill, you find one of those old chairs that's on a pulley system. He sits down and it's lazily carried up to the finish line. It's like that.
Oh, poor Ryan. Yeah, it's just I wish we got more. Really of him. Like it would. You know what? I know again side thing and all that, but if we had a third season of Gen V, and I actually watched Gen V, maybe explore some of that. He had a connection with what's his name's granddaughter.
Oh,
like there was something there. No.
Oh, Stan Edgar,
dude who's running.
Oh
yeah,
no,
Stan Edgar. Like
yeah.
It was his granddaughter.
Yes.
Yeah, because they were in like the bunker and all that. Oh shit, that just reminded me of another thing. But whatever. It's the whole thing with like the Invisible Man with Huey and all that. But again, that's just more of just Huey and his heart and all that shit. Yeah, I just wanted more Ryan. Really.
Yeah.
That's just what that boils down to. Kind of moving things around a little bit. Looking at my notes. Let's talk briefly about Soulja Boy. I mean, it's all for Clara, so.
Dude,
God damn.
Like, what can we say that hasn't already been said?
Like, it's literally. Remember Goku in the Moro arc? Not the Cell arc, but the Moro arc. And he gives Moro a sensu bean. It's that kind of level. It's that level. But it's just like, I don't know, man. Because, like, you spend the whole series when you were on screen hating Homelander, despising him. You kind of help. Like, I got the little bit during, like, the first part of the season where it's just like, okay, help him a little bit and all that stuff. But, like, you had the Gen, like, the V1 right there. And you gave it to him, which in turn also character assassinated somebody else in that moment, Sage. But it's like, for what reason? Oh, it's what Clara. Fuck Clara. There's only one Clara that is good in this world, and she's in an anime called Iruma. That's right. I'm bringing my agendas into this. Go read and watch Iruma-kun. It's better than The Boys. Damn it. But it was just so stupid. And then his ending, his ending pissed me off. That annoyed the shit out of me. It's like, okay, so now you're going to say you still hate your son. Okay, all right, where are we going with this? He doesn't want anything to do with you. Okay, great. How are you going to get around this? This just makes the final fight even worse. Because, again, Soulja Boy is a trained soldier. We saw him fight Homelander. A couple times one-on-one. A little bit one-on-one. Gets choked out by Homelander.
Defeated.
And then iced. And
everyone, dude, I've been seeing the take of like, oh yeah, no, they're preserving him for the prequel. It's like, Do you not understand what a prequel is, guys?
Why?
Come on.
Yeah. No, they don't. They don't. They don't. But see, here's the thing. Soldier Boy was only in this season for two things. One, to set up the whole V1 thing, and two, to set up the prequel, because we met some people from his past through all of this. Again, that's only to set up what might happen in the prequel. But now he's iced in the future. It just feels like a waste, man. Feels like a complete waste. But hey, we got to get that those two actors together again. You know, from Supernatural or whatever.
Man, that was a waste. Like, I'm glad that the actors had fun getting back together again.
Oh yeah, that was great.
Like, Jensen Ackles made a point. He made a point where it's like, I was worried about bringing my old friend back into this, but they were having fun, and that just meant the world to me. It's like, that's nice. True, the scene wasn't particularly strong, particularly since you focused on a Seth Rogen death scene. But I think what pisses a lot of people, myself included, is the fact that he's a flip-flop. He constantly switches from one train of thought to another, and it's like, what is the motivation? And he's like, what's that? He's like a cat, where it's like, I just spontaneously make decisions. Why? I don't know. Who cares? He's in his little ice capsule. Okay. Now he's the personal property of Stan Edgar. The only thing that has changed for Vald is no Homelander. That's it. So Stan Edgar's going to be even more powerful than ever, especially now that he has Soldier Boy in his possession.
Don't worry. We'll find out what happens in The Boys Mexico. So for sake of time, everybody, I think are there any other characters you kind of want to highlight, or
Sage,
is there anything?
Death to Sage.
Oh yeah, Sage. Yeah, this one, because she was fine. She was fine until a certain moment in season 5. Yeah, the silence is telling. It's deafening, folks. Actually, it's just like, oh.
I was gonna say she's always been cringe since her intro.
Oh, you didn't like Sister Sage?
So it's a me thing. I'm fully ready to admit it's a me thing.
Yeah, that's fine.
When you have a character that is the smartest character in the world, and I've told you this times before, it's like, when you have a character that is the smartest character in the world, you have to face the reality that this character is truly only as smart as the writer is.
Right.
Unfortunately for the boys, that creator is Eric Kripke.
Yeah, because I see what you might be going at with it, because she's written in a way with her intellect where it's just like, it's one of those things where something will happen and she'll be like, yes, all part of Keikaku, all part of the plan. It always came across like that, where it's just like, okay, this is getting a little too convenient for you. Her introduction, I thought, was really good, because it was literally Homelander trying to play mind games with the smartest person in the world, kind of failing at it, but it's almost like a TN effect from a bridge, where it's just like, dude, he can kill you, right? Yeah, but if he does that just proves me right. And he doesn't want that. It's kind of like that, a little aspect, and I really like that shit. That was really cool. But I see your point thing with it, where it's just like, and that's just the nature of writing such a smart character. Is you're only as smart as the writer itself. Yeah. So it's just like, with a lot of the setups, it's just like, it always came across as, okay, this is very convenient.
Yeah, a lot of her victories are luck based. And it's kind of like, do you remember how in Batman versus Superman, one of the biggest complaints was how It's like, oh man, Lex Luthor's plan just magically worked. No plot holes here. It was all
Yeah.
as he foretold. It's like it's this. It kind of feels the same with her, where it's like, oh, it's Thrawn from Ahsoka. Let's throw that fucking bum in there as well.
God.
Where it's like, oh yes, even though that we have suffered setbacks or something happened, like a series of events happened, it's like, just as I planned. I always meant for this to happen. It's like, you did not. Shut up.
And like even her switching sides, it came across very abrupt. And yeah, that's when everything started turning to shit for her. It's just like, oh, well, I didn't call this. I didn't think this was gonna happen. It's just like, is it part of your profile to also like be aware of people's emotions? Like you could read people and all that. But apparently, I guess love is the one thing that she just can't read. Yeah, maybe that's because she's never loved herself. But
I'm gonna say something forbidden. Who here remembers Rick and Morty?
You know what's funny? I had a coworker today ask me if I've ever watched Rick and Morty. That's funny as shit.
I'm reminded of the episode where Morty is he's going to the dance to get Jessica. And he's talking about love, and Jerry comes in and he's talking about love, and Rick is like, love isn't an emotion. It's like a series of chemicals going off in your body that inspires you to bone. That's pretty much what love is. I have it down to a science. That's Rick. He's pretty smart. I feel like, especially with what you said, I feel like Sage would have been able to easily manipulate that. Because a lot of her master plans throughout this involved the manipulation of people's love and hatred and fear. No. The only reason that she couldn't predict Soldier Boy turning was because she couldn't predict the asinine ways that reality contorted itself off its back to ensure that Homelander gets the V1. Because Soldier Boy flip-flopped again, because that's what the writer wanted. It's like the writer's desires for the plot overrode the actual smartest person in the world. That it is that. It's pain. Can we please never bring up Sage is smart ever again? She was never that competent.
Well, she's not anymore. She got blasted, and now she's hanging out in Harry Potter world.
Yeah, she's
I love how that's like the first thing she decided to do.
Dude,
now that she's stupid.
She's gonna be like, she'll get there and she'll go like, man, I want to do the Harry Potter magical journey, or I'm gonna do Hagrid's motorbike adventure. First thing out of the morning, and then she'll be waiting in line for like 4 hours, and be like, oh, maybe that intelligence could have helped me formulate a game plan.
Also, wait. I just thought of another thing. Oh my god, I just thought of another thing. Well, again, processing everything. Remember how she wanted to just chill in a bunker for the rest of her life because she hated people?
Yep, that's kind of what I mean. It's like she has nothing.
Yeah. I did not like her ending. I liked her as a character. I thought it was very intriguing to have a smart, like the smartest in the world kind of character who kind of almost yearns to be dumb, because like she would legitimately give her a lobotomy, like herself a lobotomy, just to kind of like basically get high, but basically feel stupid. And now she's able to just be stupid. But it's again like what we got. I forgot who I was talking about earlier with it. It's just like I like the ending. I like the beginning. It's just the road we got here. We could have had a smoother ride. But, like you could have really told a very competent, nuanced story with that. But you know, people only remember the beginning and the end of things. They don't really think about.
I will be shocked.
All the good stuff in the middle.
Dude, I'm gonna be shocked if people remember the good moments of the past 4 seasons. Like, I have a feeling the good conversations will pretty much be like, yeah, but season 1 was good. And then it's like, oh, what about the other seasons? Like, we don't talk about the other seasons. It's kind of like what, funny enough, it's kind of like what Game of Thrones was. For like the first 4 seasons especially. It's like, oh man, first 4 seasons, what a miracle. What about the last 4? We don't talk about that. It's going to be forgotten. Yeah. I feel like The Boys is already on that road. We've already reached meme status with that.
I mean, it was meme status to begin with anyways.
In terms of discussion overall, where it's going to be like, oh wow, we did it. We reached the memes. It's like, all right, so the next phase will probably be defending it, or letting more people soak about how truly bad it was at the very end, and then it'll probably be forgotten about in a few months. Honestly, my dude, I am looking forward to the day that Boys clips stop popping up on my YouTube feed.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it'll happen in a couple weeks. We know how these trends go. Don't worry, it's gonna be Mandalorian and Grogu next. So isn't that great? Isn't that fun?
Dude,
fantastic?
Dude, I'm so excited.
Yay. But, as, we're kind of wrapping up here, which, it's all good, all fine. So, just our little wrap-up questions here. So, you already mentioned about seasons. So, Trevor, what do you think was the best season, and what was the worst season for you?
Of The
Boys.
Well,
because again, we could talk about characters more, but like, again, we could be here all night doing all that.
Season 1 was kind of obviously for me the highlight of it all. Entranced me. I was like, oh yeah, all right, you have a good start. All right, I like it where this is going. And I gotta say, I really hope it's not the recency bias, but it's like season 5. I think it is the worst. It is for me one of the worst seasons of television I've ever consumed in my life.
Damn.
It is awful. Action scenes, trash, fucking dialogue. Again, I'm holding a funeral service for it after the show, burying it in the ground. Majority of the characters assassinated or just really dumb. There really wasn't like anything salvageable. It was like, as you said, select few moments where it's like, oh yeah, in isolation this looks cool, but then you have the grand picture. It's like, shit, man. Again, if you liked it, man, more power to you. I'm jealous, but we cannot call this good. We cannot.
Now, would you recommend this show?
No.
I'm taking that as a no.
No. It's when you have like one legitimately good season followed by 4 seasons of like watching a boulder a snowball become an avalanche that will eventually land on the deaths of innocent people. Nah, I can't recommend it.
Yeah. No, I get you. How
about you, though?
What would be? Oh, I was gonna ask what would be your overall rating though.
Oh, like out of 5, 10?
However you want to do it. It could be out of squid tentacles, in honor of the deep.
I give this season 50 flimflams out of 3 billion sex jokes. As in fucking 1 out of 5 as a whole. Because I cannot go lower. You had 1 good season. Season 2, season 3, season 4, oh no, season 5, oh good god, what do I do with you?
You meme it, that's what you do. You suck its dick and you eat its shit, that's what you do.
The fact that is probably the most enduring legacy from this episode, the series finale, is a guy begging to eat shit. That is the legacy of the show now. Congratulations, like, Eric Kripke. I hope you're happy.
It's like that, and when he tries to fly, he's just like, oh shit. He looked like a freaking rare character during the N64 days, just being like,
But yeah, dude. It honestly, I cannot wait for this show to leave my memory banks. I do not want to retain any information from it except for maybe Anthony Starr and Carl Urban reaction shots from certain episodes. Because, man, the actors, I don't want to just leave it to those two. The actors really did carry the show. Pretty much, I want to celebrate everyone that was involved in this show except the writers. Everyone except the writing process. You did your best. You guys don't know.
Yeah, because like the effects were good too. It just boils down to the writing, man. You know, which I mean, I kind of agree with you with the seasons. It's like season 1 was definitely the best, and season 5, I'm not gonna go out and say it was the worst season of TV because Kenobi exists.
Oh God, yep.
There's worse things out there. Trust me, people. But I mean, I wouldn't recommend the whole show. It just kind of it depends on what you're in the mood for with it. But my score is a little better than Trevor's. I'm giving it like a 2.5 out of 5 because it's really just what you just said. The care, everything and everybody besides the writing team hard carried this show, and it's kind of telling when they see some of their responses online to certain things. Like, again, it's all for Clara. Like, it was all written for Clara.
The fact that the cast gave up should tell you how the creatives felt about this show.
Yeah. But again, it wasn't like Game of Thrones levels because, even though I wasn't somebody watching the show, I at least still saw and heard things while it was dropping of people being like, "Oh God," and even actors being like, "Oh God." Yeah, that's when you become a generational flop. It's The Boys, like you said, it'll die out within like a week or so. People will move on to the next thing to either openly, overly praise or shit on for the next week or so. And then 2 months from now, we'll probably hear about The Boys again in like a month or two when people realize, oh wow, that was actually dog shit. And I did not want to eat it. Did not want to suck its dick. I didn't want any of that. But no, you sat there and you tugged on that pee-pee and you ate that poo-poo because I'm not going to try to cuss anymore, so that way this doesn't get demonetized or possibly demonetized in the future because YouTube algorithm loves cursing.
I feel like we demonetized this video 7 times with what we covered.
We did. Oh, sorry, YouTube gods, but I'm also not sorry.
Sorry, Vash, for all the swearing you're going to be hearing, but we were trying to be accurate to this awful, awful show.
Yeah. Yeah, we were just being comic accurate, God damn. But yeah, I know we didn't hit everything in this, but I feel like, again, if we did, we'd be here for like, just you and me, we'd be here for like 6 hours.
What even else needs to be said?
I mean, if we're being honest, with just me and you, we would probably still be talking about Homelander.
Oh, dude.
Right now.
It would probably divulge into like an hour topic of Stan Ager dooming the world. Queen Maeve, what happened to you? She died. Wait, did she die? Or no, she's alive.
No, she just doesn't have powers anymore.
That's right.
Yeah.
We never got a resolution with. Oh my God, the show.
Hey, at least Ashley's not president. Which, dude, the timing for that.
Oh yeah.
That might have been okay. That might have been my other favorite part of the episode. It's like the beginning of the epilogue, where like Ashley's giving this empowered speech. She's just like, "Yeah, I made sure that Homelander died with my secret CIA agents, and I'm going to continue being president, making good." Yeah, she was impeached. Congress voted to impeach her and deport her. I guess. I don't know. Fuck Ashley.
Yeah, she needs to be arrested. I think that's the ultimate other consequence of this show, where it doesn't...
Yeah.
Like, this show, it never really understood what consequences was. Like, Homelander killed the president. Nothing came of that. And so many other people died. So many actions were taken, and nothing came of them.
Yeah, those bloodthirsty psychics are still out there.
Oh my god, yeah, they're still, dude, they're still in the church, pushing, reserving seats for the slaughter.
the church has become an AMC theater now. Oh man. Oh, Vash, good luck editing.
Yeah, good luck.
Have fun. You thought this was gonna be an hour-long edit for you like last week?
Dude, just sync up the audio and just release all of this all at once. Have fun. It's pain and dread for like 2 hours. It's fine.
You decided to let me and Trevor have our own episode. You got this.
Well, no. Let's not even stop.
For this.
No, let's not even stop it there. In true boys fashion, we're gonna be better than that show. We're gonna recognize the consequences of actions. You let us have an entire section about the boys.
Oh, stay tuned next week when we have to talk about Mandalorian.
Oh shit!
And oh god, I think we're also
Maul Shadow Lord! Maul Shadow Lord! Oh boy! Time to let loose the hot take. Vader was never good in that show.
You know what? I'm just gonna do the outro.
Woo!
Thank you for joining us tonight and taking time to listen in. The Weebs Lounge podcast. I can't even do it.
We love you all. You can say that.
We love you all. The boys is
go.
It broke. It's oh my god. The more you think, the worse. No, outro. Thank you for joining us tonight and taking time to listen in. The Weebs Lounge podcast is presented, as if I'm a title belt, by AniMa W3 Studio. Our production team are Vash, Watkins, Cloudy. Special thanks to our producers and guests for coming on. Don't forget to follow the socials of the brand and team. All the links are down below in the description down below. You'll find that Trevor's working on a few projects coming out very soon with maybe some voice acting. I don't know. Maybe if you want more voice acting fun and shenanigans with your resident world champion up in the clouds, hey, just let us know. There might be some other playthroughs coming on.
Link.
Who knows? Link. Oh, I hope I don't get kidnapped.
Oh, we're gonna be stacked, my friend. As Dooku once said, this is only the beginning.
This is just the beginning. Lastly, share, like, and most importantly, give feedback and let us know your thoughts of the episode. That's right, you guys make the show and help us succeed. On behalf of everyone at the AniMa W3 Studio team, we thank you for joining us in the Weebs Lounge podcast. See you later. Take care. This podcast was not recorded by a live studio audience. And remember, as always, people, do not put that nasty ass cheese slice on your pancakes. You eat it with butter and syrup and maybe some blueberries.
Woo! Oh wait, I have the final power of recording. Go play Skies of Arcadia. Okay, love you. Bye.